Alright, welcome back everyone. Once again, we have a King of the Hill action coming from the SCA server. We have Mujahideen, aka Guc, versus Stroggos straight up. Coming off the bat, he's going to be God's Garden, Zerg versus Protoss. Let's jump into it. And here we go. So we got Guc spawning as the orange Zerg at the top left-hand corner. And we have Stroggos as the teal Protoss on the top right. Both these players, very strong players in the SEA community. It's interesting to see what happens. I'm going to have to give the advantage to Guc here, though, because these maps are very easy for Zerg to take 3 bases, and he's a very macro-oriented player, whereas Stroggos favors more the aggressive style than anything else. So, we're going to get a lucky start for Stroggos. So he's going to scout in the right direction. If anyone hasn't seen this map before, it is 3 base early expand possibilities. We have your main open natural, fairly wide opening to the middle of the map. And we also have a fairly safe natural at the back. However, you do have that cliff that can be abused by Reapers, Stalkers, and tanks. So we have Stroggos picking on this drone here. Oh, yeah. Hang on. That will be everything fixed up, because I forgot to change the things. Anyway, getting into it. We're going to have Stroggos doing your regular 13 gate. Nothing interesting coming from him, but he's going to try and block the expansion. Unfortunately, because there is those 2 expansions, he can just pretty much go around the back, so he's not going to have a big opportunity to stop any kind of early fast expand from Guc here, but he does have the 14 gas, 14 pull down, so we are going to be seeing a pretty fast speedlings coming from him. Not going to be that effective, though, because if Stroggos does wall his main ramp, he can still have a free expansion down the back as well. So this map, very macro-orientated. It's really going to be up to these guys to show what their mechanics are like, really, as I put myself on busy, because I was actually asleep 10 minutes ago. But here we go. So Guc only just now scouting where Stroggos is. He's got the cyber core down already. 4 lings on the way for Guc. Really think he should take an expansion pretty damn quickly. Otherwise he's going to be falling behind. There we go. So we got our stuff coming in now. As far as I'm aware, everything's working out fine for the stream. And there we go. There's the expansion coming there from Guc. It's about 19 supply, so not ridiculously late, but he does have that speedling coming first. Yes, what?
Do you want me to check?
Yeah. But in the meantime, we are getting a chrono boost coming out from the warp gates for Stroggos. Guc going to be able to hide his overlord in the trees up here. That's going to be very frustrating for Stroggos to deal with, because he's going to be able to see pretty much his entire base, or half his base anyway. And the lings are up now, trying to get in the front, but that zealot's going to be perfectly placed. If he's trying to get in there, it's not going to happen that well. The sentry is about to come out, but Stroggos needs to be careful not to get these lings in the side. Pulling them back now as we have a quick look back at his base. He's getting that hatchery coming. Speedling is almost finished. It's about 10-15 seconds from finishing. And what else we got? We got the second queen coming down now, so we got one of those running across. So the first queen is probably going to be getting a second queen pretty damn quickly. Lings constantly sitting at the front. Warp gate research about 75% of the way through. We do have a second gateway at the back here, but it is on full view of this overlord up here. And we got a fast expand as well coming from Stroggos. So both players taking advantage of the macro style of this game. Not losing his scouting probe. Oh, I take that back. He is going to lose that scouting probe to those speedlings, but that's okay. I wouldn't be surprised to see Guc take another expansion pretty much instantaneously. But, oh my god, how does Stroggos not see this? He's got 4 gateways down. He's got the expansion up. If he wants anything to happen, that's probably going to be very frustrating, since that overlord is going to see at least 2 of the gateways. So he's going to know there's at least 3. So he's going to be putting a lot of units in spine crawlers down to be safe. But still no lair tech coming from Guc. He does have 3 queens already. Drones being transferred. Is it fine?
Yeah, it's fine.
And in the meantime, probes being transferred to Stroggos. So pretty passive game so far. It's really going to be up to Stroggos whether he wants to do a 4-gate push after that expansion's come up. It's been becoming more and more popular. A nice force field blocking those lings in there, and also stopping them from getting through the ramp. So those lings are going to go down, getting only 2 or 3 hits on the zealot. There's a look here. We got more queens and more spine crawlers going down for Guc. I think he suspects this four-gate push is on its way. Hopefully, Hallucination is going to be finished soon, so that's going to be quite a few zealots to tank the hits of the spine crawlers if he needs it to be. But still, Alair only just starting now, so he's going to be stuck on the mass lings and spine crawlers. Guc just saying he doesn't get this map. A lot of new players don't know what's going on in this map. It's kind of frustrating for them, because they just don't expect to have such a macro game. Like, because the Rust Dish is huge, say you have a massive 200 army fight around here, you're still going to have a decent army up at the back to deal with that. Whoa, hello! Alright, so we're going to be having the 7-gate push coming from Stroggos. If I was Guc, I would be running that Overlord right in the middle here to see what's going on, because he's going to be in a lot of trouble if all these gateways go down. If we have a quick look at the income tab, 40 to 41. He does have enough income to support all these gateways now. So that's going to be very frustrating for Guc if this does come out. And here we go. We get a lot of sentries pushing out here. If we have a look at the units, there is only 2 lings here. Lots of queens and spine crawlers, but he really needs to pump a lot of units at the moment if he wants to have a chance of staying in this. He does have the pylon sitting on the creep. Don't put the pylon on the creep. There we go. Still think that pylon's a little bit too close to Stroggos. He is going to be able to see it from Guc's point of view. Yeah, he's going to see that probe, and he's just going to be poking out. Bam, there he goes. He does see it. Oh, gets a nice surround on the sentries. Where's the force fields? There's the force fields to save those sentries. But Guc definitely knows something's coming now. It is going to be a ling frenzy here. If we have a quick look, he's got 8 more lings on the way. He's got so many spine crawlers. More spine crawlers being dropped down. So many zealots coming through. He does have hallucination, though. He doesn't have that much energy on all these sentries, so it's going to be interesting to see how he uses those. Lots and lots of creep tumors going down, with just a crazy amount of zealots as well. That spine crawler at the front is going to get picked off pretty damn easily. Guc needs to be careful. He needs to keep his units near the spine crawlers, otherwise he's going to get picked off pretty quickly. But nicely done. That Phoenix is going to go scout and have a look at this Valiant Hatchery at the back. I think Stroggos realizes he needs to back off here, because Guc did have that Overlord in the entire base to see what was coming. He did expect something like this. We got 2 Stargates coming down now for Stroggos. Probably going to try and abuse this mechanic. Sorry, not the mechanics, just the amount of resources he's going to be getting very soon. I think he's actually oversaturated for this 6 mineral points down the bottom here, and he's almost saturated at his main, so he should be taking a third pretty quickly to be able to stay up in this game. In the meantime, the Spire's down for Guc, and he's getting +1 air upgrades, so if we see quite a few Mutalisks coming out, that's going to pretty much shut down Stroggos' Stargate build here, unless he pumps Phoenixes pretty much insanely fast. So those Phoenixes are going to finish. Let's see what Stroggos decides to build. Oh my god, how did the Lings get in the base? Not really sure why Guc did not run past there. He's going to pick off the 2 Zealots at the front, but still, that's crazy for him not to just go straight for that probe line once they were all in the game. But anyway, what do we got? We got both gas guys is working now. Stroggos doing his regular stuff and not using Chrono Boost. He prefers to get more gateways instead of using Chrono Boost. Not really sure why. Lots of Phoenixes coming out now, as well as Mutalisks, so I think Stroggos has the upper hand in this metagame for what we're seeing at the moment. Just because Phoenixes do counter Mutalisks. But Forge is coming down here for Stroggos, and he's getting +1 air weapons as well. That's really going to hurt this Mutalisk count. Looks like it's going to be Mutaline coming here for Guc, but really there's enough pylons down the back, and he's got that Forge coming. He's going to be able to cannon pretty well on this back bit here. He's also taking his 3rd now. Stroggos doing a nice job of keeping his money down, really. At the same point, we have a look back at Guc. Guc is actually supply capped somehow. He does have 6 Overlords on the way. A bit of an overreaction, but still, lots of spine crawlers at the front. Mutalisks are out now, so he's going to be able to do some harass. If Stroggos doesn't put down some cannons, they could be potentially frustrating for him. In the meantime, Phoenixes are coming out, so they're going to be able to draw away any kind of Mutalisk harass here. But really just a big macro fest going on here at the moment. If we have a quick look back, it's 59 workers to 52. Usually for Protoss, you want to stop at about 80 to 90 workers on 3 bases. Now, the annoying thing about this map, as we watch these Phoenixes come in here and do some harass, is that because these 3 bases are really easy to get, the 4th base is really frustrating. Guc using this opportunity here to get into the probe line, because all the Phoenixes are on the other side of the map, but the Phoenixes move so fast, they're going to get back pretty quickly. All these Stalkers being taken down damn fast, but these Phoenixes are going to clean up these feuders very, 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 very fast, as they do run faster than mutas. You can't really run away from phoenixes and just look